So did you choose to read the Bible and watch me at the same time? Because I mean, that's what people come here to do. There's somebody doing that right now on my chat. They watch me every day because I do my study and work streams every day. I do my workout streams, everything, every day. I might even get my workout stream today. Why? Because I should get my workout stream today. I should get my Bible stream today. I don't do Bible streams every day. I read the whole Bible already, but people like it. People also love my sleep streams. But I'm just being your boyfriend. Maybe I'm being too pushy. But I'm just saying, like, there's other people doing this right now. Maybe you should read the whole Bible. I mean, that's my suggestion. Like, I gave you a few. So, oh, the bell just rang. Hold on, I'm about to take my break right now. Guys, time to take your little break. You already know the vibes. Yeah, you always get those, like, somebody taught me this recently, the guy Speed. He's like, you always get those like loyal fans or like loyal viewers, like somebody that makes you want to keep going, type of vibe. And it's weird because, like, I noticed that, like, there's people like there's before there was just one other viewer that would always view me. Then it became two. Then it became three. Then it became four. So every day, no matter what time it is, there's 4 or 5 people basically, you know, always watching me, and that's cool. Cause that for me, I take that as somebody that clearly I'm over here studying and working for how many hours? Everybody knows. I've been up since 6 in the morning. At 6 p.m. it makes 12 hours, and another at 12 a.m. it makes 18 hours. So people are like, this guy is up for 24 hours, 20 hours running up and down every day, clearly doing what he says. And guess what? He still makes time to do a gaming video, to cook, make a video. All these videos vlogging his experience in college, especially at a college that's like people find that intriguing. That's why I'm getting 1,000 views per day on average every single day. Cause I'm live every day, like I put the work in. And I even post videos every day on my Instagram. Cause that's where I first got famous. For me at least. I don't know about anybody else. Oh yeah, that's I heard people like that show. Like I personally never got into it because I never found any interest in it. I mean, I like the characters in it, and I like what I guess what it means, but like I don't really care for the show. It's an old show. Like some of those people are dead now. Some I think one of them is already 70. He still looks young though. A lot of in the past year or so, like I've been noticing a lot of actors dying at like 70. Like it's crazy. Like the lady from Home Alone just died like a week ago. She died at 71. That's crazy. And all these guys that were like in mobster movies, like they're dying at 71 too. The guy from The Sopranos died at 65. That's like, I don't know. It's weird. Unless they're just faking their death and telling the average majority, like, hey, uh, I'm dead. But obviously the bank account isn't, you know. But I don't know if that could get sticky. I guess people choose the route they want. Like, let's just make an example. A million, but they make 10% on that every year, or let's five. So they waste all that money every year, so that their money doesn't stop. Like it grows a little bit, but it doesn't grow crazy amounts of money, and then they just retire basically with that money they made, and they just travel the world and live wherever they want, and just never get to that billionaire status because, you know, maybe there's more problems as you get up there, and people are like, you know what, I'm a millionaire. I'ma just I'm good here, you know. Did I even set my alarm? No, I guess not. But I'm actually gonna do my workout stream real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to cause I'm like, I had stopped working out for 2 weeks, basically, and like, I saw how it affected me. Like, it affected my mind. I feel like I was getting more stress headaches, babe, when I didn't do my workout videos. Just the fact that I wasn't working out, like I felt more like sick. It's weird, like, cause I'm always studying and working like most hours of the day, and basically like when I didn't work out, like I don't know, I got like stress headaches, which is actually a thing. Hold on. Guys, I'm gonna restart chat. I'm gonna go get a workout, and then you guys can come join me on my workout right now. All right, babe. Cool. Love you, babe. I miss hearing you say that. All right, guys. We're about to do the workout stream, so come and follow me. I just restarted chat on my PC. We'll leave this on. I was gonna restart this, but I restarted. So. Hey, babe. I'm pretty sure you can't talk right now, right? No? Oh, you can? I got some people watching me. Oh, you just reminded me. I don't know if it's gonna cut out or anything. You did say you live in the middle of the woods, so I gotta respect that. But then on top of that, the weather, that's not a bad thing. The weather is also a part of it. But again, I have people in your situation that live out there too. Yeah, I'm live right now. So when people tell me that, I respect it. Because I have friends that got farmland. And basically, like, I know how it is. You're in the middle of nowhere, is like one of them told me. So, you know, I gotta respect that. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. So I don't know what I'm gonna work out today, but I'm probably gonna do legs again. Yesterday I did squats. So if I did squats, that's not calves. So I'm thinking about doing squats. So how was your day today? Yeah. How are you feeling? You okay? It was good, babe. I feel like you were down today. Is it because you were busy? Yeah? I missed you. You're never leaving me, right? I said you're never leaving me, right? You are? Or you're not? Alright. Hold on, let me get the little stand. This is what I use because it's on the banister and it flattens out perfect. So wait, your mom, does she speak Spanish? Yeah? What about your dad? That's what's up. So why do you think you ended up not learning how to speak Spanish? Because my parents didn't teach me. I would try and try. You know what it is? I grew up with Dominican people. I grew up getting babysat by Dominican people. And when I got babysat by them, they didn't want to teach me. My parents, they were so busy, they couldn't teach me. So what happened is I ended up learning how to speak Spanish professionally. And when I went to college, I got the highest level of Spanish, professionally speaking Spanish class. And on top of that, when I was working truck driving, I was able to save money and work for that truck driver. Um, what happened was is like he said he was Mexican. He was like, hey, if you're gonna work for me, he was from like Puebla, Mexico. That's considered like the rich area of Mexico. There's two Puebla supposedly, but now I heard there's only one, and that one's where Cinco de Mayo started. Like they say it was like independence or something, right? You listening? So like out of nowhere, he was like, hey, Leonitrous, I'm live by the way. He's like, if you're gonna work for me, you're gonna learn how to speak Spanish. Just like that, and I swear, babe, the moment he said that, like the language of Spanish just went right into my brain. And I, like out of nowhere, like I just learned how to speak Spanish right there, and I swear, because I grew up hearing people speak it. I would, my mom said spoke it very good as a baby. Don't remember. She said, like, as you got older, you stopped speaking it. And then, so yeah, then I took it in college. I got two A pluses in it. And I learned from, my professor was Jewish. So I always tell people I learned how to speak Spanish from a Jewish woman and a Mexican man. And I tell them that story. They're like, what? And I just said it clicked. And then after, dude, I swear it was the weirdest thing because I only worked for him for a couple months. And I was working with my like best friend, right? And as weird as that is, like he told me about the job. And he was like, hey, dude, like I don't know if you want to work. It was only $500, $600 a week in cash though. He was like, if you want, bro, you can get it. We were young, really, really young. He was like, bro, I was old enough to drive. He's like, if you want, and we weren't really driving trucks. We were driving cars, and he had a Mercedes Benz truck. So he was like, hey, bro, he's like, if you want, like, you can, he's like, you could get paid cash, and we're gonna basically be driving around different states. And I was like, no way. And he was like, yeah. And then, like, I ended up taking the job, and me and him were working together. I was working right next to my best friend all day, sleeping in the car, like, going out to eat, hanging out with girls we met, like, that we met the same night, It was just like, that. I always said that was one of my favorite jobs. Hold on, though. I got this bathroom. So I forgot to put my medicine in my hair. Hold on, let me set up my alarm. I was like so distracted like an hour ago or two, and I was like, why am I so like buzzed out? And then I realized that I had low energy, and I drank like the last bit of my coffee, and I literally felt like incredible. Like right after I started like reading and focusing. I hate when I lose focus like that. It's the worst. Yeah. Did you do anything that helped you focus in college? Like what do you do to help you focus on stuff? You heard me? You don't do and you just read and stuff. You just read. You don't do anything like different. You just read it. That makes sense. Don't worry, I don't tell people all my secrets either when I study online. Alright. Oh, dude, I need to hit triceps. Have you started working out yet, babe? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You heard me? I said, did you start working out yet? Really? Don't lie. You lied?
I said no.
You didn't start yet? You know what you could do? Do you guys have a store called Five Below by you guys? You heard of Five Below?
Yes.
So there's a store called Five Below. I literally got these 3 pound weights, which you see me regularly use. They're heavy. They also have 1 pounds, and I think half a pound. So I'm saying like you should definitely try to get those. These are cheap. I think they were like $5 each or less. Cause in Dick's Sporting Goods they're gonna sell you this for $20 for the pair, and you're gonna say, wait, this is. You see what I did there? And that happened to me because I bought the 5 pound weights in Dick's Sporting Goods. They cost me like, I swear, all jokes aside, they cost me like $40 Then I go over here, 2 pounds less. This is 3 pounds each, and I'm like, for $5 each. You know what I mean? And they had every weight. You should get you one of these small ones. Get you like for you, I say get like maybe like a half a pound, maybe a pound, and then you could start curling. So you can start defining your muscle before like you do anything, and so you don't get big because you are thick bone. From what I see, your body, you're thick, right? So what I would do for you is, you see how I only count to 6, 5 or 6 for each arm. That's because that's making me bigger. That's making my bones thicker. And then I take a minute break. When you come back with more energy, and that's proven supposedly by science that it makes your bones thicker and you get bigger. So for you, since I'm doing like 5 sets, right? 5 sets for each workout. That means I do this workout for my triceps 5 times. That means that's a 5-minute break for the whole workout. Because I take a minute break for each in between each set. So for you, I would do like 4 sets, and then do like anywhere from like 12 to 15 for each arm. Once you hit that ball, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I feel incredible. You're gonna start actually feeling it. And then once you put the diet into it, because I learned like your diet is like 70%. People always say it's 80-20 for your diet and your working out. They say your diet is 80% and working out. No, they say the opposite. They say, I switched it. That's why I say it like that. So they say working out is 80% and your diet is 20%, but it's false because I did it. For me, at least, my body, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us are physically similar, chemistry-wise, biology-wise. So it's just, there's people with different IQs, I get that. And I respect that. When I see someone who's smart, I like basically worship them, according to what I read. So, you know, that being said, that's why I suggest that type, like you do that weight, you do 4 sets, you could do 3 to 4 sets, and then for each set, you're gonna want to do 12 to 15. So if you're doing biceps, do 15 on each side, and you do it one at a time. Well, no, you interchange it. So to do 15 on each side, you're gonna do 30 in total. You're gonna count to 30, so you get 15 on each side. You see, because when I first started, the guy was like, do 12 to 15, babe. I was doing 15, but I was only counting 15 in total. You see what I did there? But I still got that shape. You see what I did there too? So basically I was doing what I was doing now, but I was losing weight and gaining muscle. That's what the Puerto Rican guy that's very rich taught me. I didn't know. He's a U.S. Marine and he's very rich and young. Like he literally has a penthouse. He's like social media famous. Like he literally has a penthouse right across the street from the Empire State Building. Like he's that rich, and he's only 30 years old. Like holy god. So, like he even wanted to meet me one time because he has like a house in like every state almost. I guess he's that rich. He travels and stuff, you know. And one time he's like, hey dude, I'm around if in your state, blah blah blah. He's like, if you want to hang out, we could hang out, just like that. And he's like, I want to check up on you and see how you're doing, right? And then like I was talking to him and like I was almost scared to meet him, and he was like, And I forgot. I asked him, "Hey, where do you like? Where should we meet?" Like I was that serious, and he was like, I think he said, "Never mind" or something like that. And I was like, "Oh well, all right." But I respected it, you know, because I mean, that could have been AI, but that was a couple years ago. I'm gonna put it on mute right now. Nobody's watching. Hold on. I have a question though. Taking off mute. And they like people. Babe, if I saw 20 people out of the day, 18 of them would make a comment like that. That's sad. That's saying that most people don't even get along. And it's funny that that's true because you ever heard of the NCIS show, like the detective show? Yeah, they have the black guy from Geico who talks like, and very much so he died. That guy, and then the other guy, the white dude, talks like that too. Um, so it's crazy because like they said that 97% of the people statistically and analytically proven that people the 97% of the people that are gonna hurt you and kill you are your own family members and friends. He says the other 3% is a random guy on the street. When I heard him say that, I said, damn. So all those people were taught to think like that. My family is complete opposite if you're rounding up and down. Crazy, right? And it's sad. Like people were serious. Like, oh, how do you guys even like get along? Like I don't get it. Like I felt bad. I'm like, how do you don't? What do you mean? Like I didn't understand the question. You know, it's crazy. I don't understand that. Do you have kids that you take care of and their siblings at the same time? Like let's say me and you are siblings. You don't have, and we have a day. We go to a daycare together. You don't have any of those situations.
Yeah.
You
I have
do?
twins.
Oh, you have twins? That's awesome. That's cute. Are they boy and girl? Like how are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Are they nice to you? Because my friend, she always complains about every time I would hang out with her, she's like, "These freaking kids," because they grab her and stuff. And she gets like bullied pretty much by kids. And she's, I feel bad because she's always like, I'm always like, are you gonna talk bad about kids again? Because the kids is always grabbing her butt. The kids always doing this, yelling. But she also does work with special needs children. So she says some of them are always screaming. She's like the person in the bus that helps. Like she's the aide in the bus. She says there's always two, and Either it's one or two, and then there's the bus driver. So yeah. So what'd you eat today?
Chicken bacon ranch chicken.
But was it on what was it on pizza?
No,
What'd you eat it with?
nothing.
I respect it. I do that. I've been doing that all week since I've been cooking. You see me cook. I've been eating the chicken just like that. Sometimes I'm too lazy. Like today, I got home. I made the pork chop. That was so perfect. It was delicious. I made that pork chop right, and when I made the pork chop, I told myself, hey, wait, I didn't have my wheat, because usually I make sure I always have wheat bread in every day. It's a part of my diet. And I said, hey, I usually eat that with my egg sandwich in the morning, right? And I said, all right, well, I'm now I have a pork chop that looks delicious, but I have nothing to put it with. So what I did is I made a delicious pork chop sandwich. I put the cheese and melted nice, and then it was already seasoned. My sister had given us some extra food just to cook. It was seasoned, right? Because I've been doing the cooking for like the past half month. Because it's tax season and my mom's busy. You know, it's my parents' business. So now I cook and wash the dishes and stuff like that. Throw out the trash. And my sister, I guess she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just hand over some good meat." You know what I mean? That was nice of her, right? She did that because this is the first time that happened. I mean, on that with that. Usually, there's times she'll cook and she'll be like, "Hey guys, look, I got you guys food," and she like brings home cooked meals so good. She cooked really good, my sister, and I know why. She uses recipe books, and she hinted it at me one time, and I looked at her. I was like, "What is that?" And now that I'm seeing her do all this stuff, she's good. And you know what's funny? This past year, I've been saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get a cookbook and actually follow every direction." That's one of my goals, because I cook healthy, as you've seen the chicken. I'll just eat it like that with nothing on it because it tastes so good. Same thing with with a steak. You don't really need to put nothing on it realistically, right? So, but on the pork chop sandwich I made that my sister the raw meat she brought. I made a pork chop sandwich. So I put cheese. I put lettuce, tomatoes. I think I put. Did I put mayonnaise? I forgot if I put mayonnaise or not. No, no. I think that's all I put. Yeah, that's all I put. I think, and it was toasted bread. Babe, it was so good. Oh my! It was romaine lettuce. It was fire. I was gonna put like garlic and like salt and pepper is what I usually use, but I ended up not using it because I was like, it's already seasoned. I don't want to put too much. And babe, I feel like I'm gonna cook good for you. Like, you know what I mean? I felt that energy the other day when I was cooking for you, and I was talking to you about it. I was like, I feel like she likes that I cook. That I felt I got this like inner message where I was like, she told her mom I cook. I don't know if you told your mom that I cook, but I felt like you told her that I cook. Did you guys talk about that or no? You told her I cook? See, I knew it. Wait, did she say? What did she say though? Like, did you? Wait, you told her that you saw my food, or because I kind of showed you it, I kind of didn't show you it. You told her that I cook good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm still learning to watch when I get that recipe book with all this knowledge I got. That nutrition class I took, fucking excuse my language, losing with a Puerto Rican billionaire basically. Um, all this knowledge, being in a bodybuilder, like in an area where there's a lot of rich people, like it's crazy. Like you learn a lot. People want to talk to you. They don't even know you, and they got Lambos outside. That's how I felt. That's what they actually did too. So, you know, let me get my next one. I got two more of these. Wait, so what did she say when you told her I cook? And what else did you guys talk about?
That's cool.
Oh, really? And what else did you what did she say when you told her I cook?
That's it.
Oh, she said that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, did your sister know? I feel like you guys don't talk a lot. I feel like you talk more with your mom. I don't know why. Maybe because she's more busy than you are. she has a kid, she gotta work maybe 2 jobs. I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, your brother, he went to he got his bachelor while he had a kid. Oh, okay. Yeah, anything's possible. So you ended up not reading the book. You ended up watching the show. What made you not want to read the book? That's a good question. Since yeah,
I just didn't want to.
no, because I feel like something stopped you from reading the Bible when that's important. Clearly, every billionaire talks about it, millionaire, and even people that are poor love talking about God. Like always, put an emphasis on it. What made you not? I mean, I'm not gonna be the one to judge, but I haven't found a church yet, and I've been looking for. It took me. I've been looking for years. There was a point in time I was looking for a whole year straight. Like I would go like every couple of weeks to find a church, babe, and I could not find a church that was legit for me. I didn't like my friend said you didn't feel the connection or like the energy that God was there, right? I'm like, yeah, bro, like I don't feel that. You know, I don't feel that right now. And they're like, you know, and it's true. Like I didn't feel the energy. Like so I told myself, you know what? I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna keep looking because then I'm wasting my time and gas. And these are the resources God gave me right now. I can't just keep going in a circle. I'll find it eventually. And then now I found you, and you go to a church, and maybe one day I can go to a church because drive me 45 minutes or so to go to church. And I have a friend who does it. He's like, bro, I drive an hour and a half to go to the church that I go to. I was like, why? He's like, cause I was like, can't you find one nearby your house? He's like, yeah, but like I guess it's convenient because it's by where he works. He used to live in the place I'm talking about, but then he moved to where I live, and he was like telling me how he goes over there and not here. I was like, but I guess he has many reasons why he could go over there. Me and him were doing security, and his wife, she's a medical assistant, a doctor assistant, making money. I know another doctor assistant. This guy, supposedly they make like almost 500,000, 250 to 500K. That's as much as a doctor. I said to myself, wow, wow, that's a lot, right? Imagine with that, like you could buy a lot of real estate with that. This real estate guy that I watch on YouTube, I was watching him live yesterday. He's a billionaire. He was like, oh, he was saying how that with every $1 million you can buy up to $5 million worth of real estate. I mean, we only live on like 20% land, so it's very. I mean, the world is a big place, but I feel like there's places that people don't want to build on. Is my point, and I feel like I always, as a kid, I thought like, hey, there's places people don't want to build stuff on. I want to start a city. I want to start jobs there. I want to start people to move there. I always felt like that, you know. Um, as a kid, and same thing with my brother. Like he feels like that too, and like he wanted to work in a big bank and stuff. Like he talked about, he said he knew about that feeling and that connection since he was like 2 years old, right? So like, um, yeah, that's just those are my interests: animals, God, working out, cooking, all healthy things. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke. That beer I drank, I haven't drank a beer, alcohol in general, for a whole year, and I didn't even finish it. I had like a quarter left at the bottom. So I only did it because I was like, you know what? I feel that energy. Let me try it, and I did it. I didn't even get buzzed. It was like drinking. Felt like I was drinking a Coke. Yeah. I'm doing my shoulder next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see my timer. It said, oh, perfect. For like 10 minutes, so that's like 2 workouts pretty much. Babe, I think it just started snowing. I'm raining. I hear it on the roof. It's raining over there too?
Yeah.
It just started pouring. I can't wait till we cuddle. I feel like our relationship is gonna be so healthy once we get to meet. Like I feel that energy. I feel like once we do meet, I feel like I don't know. I feel like we're gonna like settle down for lack of a better word. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know. I'm just telling you how I feel. Yeah. I feel that energy. I felt it last week. I was like, once me and my girl meet, I feel like I found the one that I want to settle down with, and I'm over like trying hard, um, being
Have you
cute. Huh?
have you ever gotten married?
I never. That's a good question. That for me started like 2 years ago, and females have asked me that. So you asking me, I never been married. When I was gonna join the Navy, the best branch and like the guy that let me lose weight, I mean, helped me lose weight, right? That he when I was gonna join the military, he was like, hey, Leonitrous, do you have any kids we don't know of? Are you married? I was like, I don't have any kids and I'm not married. He was like, all right. He looked at me like, he was like, oh, you know, remember the movie Home Alone?
Yeah.
Remember the big brother that was like a bully? He looked just like him. So imagine that same expression and everything. There's people like that all over. It's funny. Um, it broke my heart that the mom died. I don't understand. It's how you die at retirement age. Like what? That doesn't make. I've been seeing that way too often. I think what's happening is since they're so rich, and there's so much technology and energy around like reversing age and living longer now. Like even I feel like people that are broke know this, and it's just a big topic. You probably know what I'm talking about. Hey, so like that's I feel like that's like true happiness. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. I feel like education is important, right? Obviously, family is important. Um, it's like self-explanatory for lack of a better word. So I feel like we're kind of at that level. Like even the Bible talks about it. If we live forever, like why do we live forever? I think that's the answer. You know what I mean? Like I had a dream like 3 years ago that I was in. I was for some odd reason I was in New York City. You know, there's California, there's New York. I was in New York City, right? And like out of nowhere, like I'm in a building. I own this building. It looks like one of those Jewish buildings, the ones that look like metal, but it's really glass, right? They're gray. Those, and they look like a transformer. And out of nowhere, like I'm in the building. I'm on like the third floor, or the fifth floor, but it feels like I'm on the first floor. I might have been in the garage, and out of nowhere, I'm like, I'm looking at somebody, but I'm looking at myself, and I'm milking a cow. And I look at somebody and I say, hey, what the heck? What are you doing here? This is my property. Um, I mean, shoot, there's that. And the guy looks at me. He's like, what do you mean? I need food, man. There's nothing to eat outside. Everything is like, there's nothing. And I looked at him. I was like, yeah, you know what? If you come back any closer to me, I'm gonna kill you. Cause you know how people are when you come on their land. They're very strict. At least like in certain farmland areas that I know of. I mean, Bill Gates owns 70% of the farmland. Who's to say he just didn't hire those people to like farm and make money?
Can you do me a favor by
Right.
yourself? I ran out.
1, 2, 3,
Thank you.
4, 5, 6. Then I wait a minute. Then I go back. I was gonna do my legs, but if I overworked my legs, I did squats. That's a big, heavy workout. That can take you out for 2 weeks. If you're new to working out, if you start squatting the first week or second week, you will. If you're not on a diet, babe, I'm telling you with respect. If you go to the gym right now, you don't have a diet down plan in a plan, and you don't have a workout regimen, and you go to the gym because you want to work out, and you go to do legs the second or third day, you're gonna be out the gym for like 2 months, and you're gonna think it was 2 weeks. Guaranteed. It's happened to me because you're not eating the proper diet to heal your body. That's what it does. And I know my body enough to be like, if I do calves, I just did squats, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow later. 2 hours later. I just know that I can. There's people I know, these Italian people, these Cuban guys. They're like, yo, there's people that can really just see the future. I feel like most people can see the future, but there's people that can actually see your
No,
future
I
too,
know
and
you
it be
told me
happening.
when you told me before.
So that's how I see life sometimes. Like,
Que
I'm not saying I'm like that, because the way they described it, like that's a different level of like, like seeing the future and stuff like that. So like, that being said, it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. So yeah, but your house, your room is humongous. Your room is literally like the size of my like living room. If you see my living room on video, like that and some, like that's wild. Your house is huge. I mean, my house is in an expensive area. I kid you not. I'll say this much: 5 minutes away from my house, there's houses that are 10 million and $20 million houses. And that's just to say, not that's not to brag. That's just to be like, just think about what you have to do to be able to like afford that. Like, first off, you need a down payment, right? So that's just like, for some people, they don't even know how to do that math. But it's crazy. In that area, one of my friends, she actually has a house up there, and
yeah,
she personally told me that during COVID, she said, "Hey, dude, want to hear something crazy?" I
yeah.
was like, this was a couple of years ago. We were like so
I
young.
don't remember.
She was like, dude, my house up
Yeah,
there is like
yeah,
$4.5 million. Oh, come on, $4.5 million.
Huh? Okay, bye.
Think about it like this: if
Yeah, bye.
people usually put 20% down. If you want to be worth $100 million in net worth, you need to put $20 million in cash down. If you want to be worth 80, like to be conservative, that's how that goes. So think about it. That's 20 million. So now she's telling me, she's like, dude, my house up there was like 4.5 million in cash. And she says during COVID it doubled to almost like 8.59 million. Babe, imagine having that much cash. That's crazy wicked. Like, with 5 million you can easily become worth 10 to $20 million, like, of real estate. What are you gonna make, like 6 to 8%? That's awesome. That's why I like real estate, because think about it, we live on 25% land. That's why it intrigues me. That power, like, who owns it? Like, people really own it. That's intriguing to me. That feel that energy. Like, imagine someone's like, yo, I own all of that. I own all of Russia. I control it. It makes me think, how the heck do they control it? Then I start looking at like what I'm doing in college, and I'm learning how they control it. But then I'm like, what else do they do to actually control people in college? Like, that's all. So like, it's like you would never know type of vibe. It feels like that. And I think of it like this. Like, I think of Russia because Russia's been having a lot of issues the last couple of years. I don't consider this politics. I don't even know what people mean. I don't speak politics. I don't even understand that language. What do you mean? I don't even think you know what you're talking about. Because I'm very good in economics. Like, I'm an OG. I've taken 4 levels of it, right? That's because I like that. My brother likes it too. But and then you just never know how people are like, oh, this guy's smart. He knows the resume. We're gonna give him these courses. He can take 2 courses at once, and he's definitely gonna get an A. And he's definitely gonna work for us. And he's definitely gonna get a job. That's how I see it sometimes too. Like, think about colleges. Like, that's just control too. If you would have heard the news, they said that um you wrote me. Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought you wrote me. Yeah, that stuff is like supposedly controlled. I don't believe it is. I don't believe it's controlled by color, because they're saying that how Chinese, like Asian, listen to this. They say in Asian, Hispanic, like Spaniard and Spanish, and whites are chosen over blacks, right, in college. But then, how does that make any sense if a lot of billionaires, there's 3,000 billionaires, right? How come Kanye is way younger than Trump? How come Kanye is way younger than Elon Musk, right? I mean, Elon Musk is about to be a trillionaire, so let's not use him, right? But he's still a billionaire. He has more money, but he's older. That's what I mean. Like these billionaires, they look younger and they are younger. P Diddy, right? He's a billionaire and he's mad young. So that's why I always call that media money. What is media money, guys? Media money is like I'm so rich and so smart and I believe in God so much that I don't care if people think I did that. I don't care if they did that because I'm just want my name to be out there again so I can make more money. My music is gonna make more money now. My businesses are gonna be me making more money. Bro, I call that media money. That's literally a term I made up. Media money. Oh, let's say this crazy stuff about my name. Let's make up a law that the CIA says that only every 50 years. Like, who the hell believes shit like that? Oh, every 50 years we're gonna let files out saying that he did that, cause we keep it a secret. Do you hear how dumb that sounds? Like somebody on on YouTube looked at me the other day. We wasn't even talking, bro. He was like, I just got a thought. Like, yo, you know how dumb that sounds? Like, I almost feel bad that she thinks that type of vibe, and and then we all, even the girl, like pretty much mentally agreed. Like that's how it felt. That connection was there. I always say this: either you evolve or you don't. If you don't evolve, that's on you. That's how I see life. And I always say humans are starting to talk less. I'm at that point. I've even had dreams about that. Like I had a dream that I was at the beach, right? I live by the beach, right? And then like it's crazy because like in the dream, hold on, let me do one of these. I'll tell you the dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 2 more of those and I'm done. So in the dream, right? I'm over here. I'm alone. I'm by my baby. You're still up or you fall asleep? You fell asleep. You still awake or were you falling asleep? You up?
Falling asleep.
Oh my god. I'm about to. This is my last 2. Then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you guys a dream real quick. Is that okay? I don't know if you heard anything I just said though. But anyways, in the dream, like I was just saying how humans. I feel like humans. Obviously, we evolve. Animals evolve. I keep animals. I watch them evolve. I'm saying like if you don't evolve, it's on you, and that's how I personally feel. And I also believe like I had a dream a couple years ago where, and that's why I said humans are starting to talk less. I had a dream a couple years ago. I was walking on the boardwalk at a beach, right? I even wrote a book out of this. I literally wrote a book by hand on based on, because this dream connected to other dreams months later, and like it kept doing that, right? So think about that. So I'm having this dream. I'm on the boardwalk and I'm looking for something, and out of nowhere I go into this warehouse that's right off the beach, off the boardwalk. And as I'm going into the warehouse, I see this creature like standing up in the warehouse, right? Goosebumps, that sound, right? And it's standing up, and I'm looking at it, babe, and it's looking at me. Somebody just got scared and walked away. It's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "What the heck are you looking at? What is that, babe?" And I kid you not, it was like Free Willy, the black and white whales. It was one of those standing up on 2 legs with the tail. He had man arms, same color as the whale, black and white. He had a big head. And he was looking at me and he was like, and then he took off. And I was like, that was the weirdest shit I ever saw. I was by myself. I'm never telling anybody this. And out of nowhere, like, I go back on the boardwalk and I could have sworn that I saw a group of people. They were laughing, right? And I could have sworn that was Elon Musk, now that I'm remembering it. And they're all laughing, right? And I'm looking at I go up to them and I'm hearing them just laugh. And I'm like, why are they laughing? I don't hear anybody saying anything or any attention on anybody. And like I'm thinking these people are having a conversation right now and then laughing physically. But their mouths aren't moving at all. So they're just sitting down laughing. right? And I'm looking and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? Because and I watched them for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I was literally sitting there just looking from like 5 feet, 10 feet away. And they were just like, ha 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 ha. And then they would just stop and just look at each other and just like be regular. And then they would start laughing again. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, are these people having a conversation without moving their mouths? So when I noticed that they were doing that, I started running. And I ended up running into the darkness on the street because I got off the boardwalk. And that's when it leads into like a whole nother dream. But that was a creepy dream because I knew that they were telepathically communicating at that height and point. I knew that was occurring. It was crazy. But babe, if you want to go to sleep, you can go to sleep. Unless you want to stay here until I finish my last one. Huh? Good night, babe. Yeah, it was really good talking to you too. That's, ending on the dream thing. That's why I always ask about if you had any dreams, because I find dreams intriguing and I feel like they have inner messages. Excuse me. Where's the other fish? Where is she? I see a fish missing. I don't see it though. Oh, she's up there. She's sleeping at the top. Let me check her on. She's okay.